The other end, they sink the game winner. What a turnaround. One more for you from El Cheeto 88. Hold on. Stop. Is that player sleeping during the game? Oh, wait.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Ibaka. Van Vliet looking around. No good on the 3. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Siakam, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Anunoby. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Allen finds KD. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. And it's sent back by Allen. Anunoby passes to Ibaka.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Toronto working the ball around now. Ibaka, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. 8 points for him.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
That gives them the lead.
Well, there is absolutely no doubt that Kyle Lowry can shoot with range. He can make you pay from out there.
Dinwiddie outside. Allen kicks to Durant. From deep. He can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Lobs it up for Ibaka. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And then Allen slams it in.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Now, here's Lowry. Passes it to Anunoby. Doesn't go that time. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. The pass to Allen. Durant in the corner. Snatched away. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Allen with the jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. So the wing on the left. Irving surveying the floor. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Durant, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Now, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Drops in the tray.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Here's Powell. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Luwawu. There's the triple. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Hollis Jefferson. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
How about Hollis Jefferson's sensational athleticism? Fends off the defense effectively.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. Free throw drops for KD. And both free throws good for Durant.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Foul for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Luwawu in at the 2. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here is Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Harris. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Davis. Prince dishes to Jordan. Dinwiddie with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Hammers the alley-oop through. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's Prince on the wing. Nets passing it around. Luwawu. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Luwawu. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Prince. The Raptors getting the bucket. Inside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Left side, Jordan. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now, just a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep. Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Karis LeVert comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And he makes that one. Siakam's got 6.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Now here's LeVert. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's good. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Passes it to Powell. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Siakam kicks to Davis. Off with the layup. Nets leading by 3. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen's checked in for Prince, and it's Kevin Durant in for Joe Harris. Toronto shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Well, there's a length and an intensity that Serge Ibaka brings to the table. And as a solid teammate who contributes on both ends, this is a guy you want on your team.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Shots good by Durant.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Irving kicks to Durant. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And Siakam throws it down.
Now, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
And it's LeVert missing. The Raptors have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Durant with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Jordan.
Now, DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And a close game so far for the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and... Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got 6 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Anunoby, good.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Got a piece of it. Allen dishes to Irving. Nets passing it around. Lowry drives in. And the pass to Anunoby. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring. He says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either. Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Nets trail by 6. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Allen. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Now, here's Siakam. 10 points for him. Anunoby against LeVert. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Raptors.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Now he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. Allen's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And it's Jordan that's out the key. That shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. He lobs it up.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Nets trail by 8. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here is Powell. He's got 6. Anunoby finds Powell. Back to Anunoby. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though. It's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Raptors. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Jordan is out there with Allen, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Toronto leading by 8. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Allen left side. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Jared Allen. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count that one. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Davis against Irving. And Davis, here we go. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And the Raptors making a change here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Hollis Jefferson. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And VanVleet, here we go. And Siakam throws it down. Now the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons there of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet. And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Floats it up there for Siakam. And there's another turnover by the Raptors.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's KD. Harris finds Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Nets passing it around. The 3 from KD. Another shot, and it's blocked by Ibaka. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Lowry. Back to Anunoby. Outside Lowry. From downtown, Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because the scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Here's Lowry. And it's sent back by Allen. The open shot, KD. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Allen's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
And Siakam throws it down.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Raptors.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
Van Vliet wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Raptors lead by 11.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And stay with the play, Harris.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
And Lowry puts up a deep three. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
They're up just in time to block that shot. Call it the alarm block, and you know they're not hitting snooze. Which one will be selected, and which 3 blocks will get rejected? Now that we're all awake, vote now for your time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The skyline of downtown. And Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got the game going here with the first basket for the 76ers.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Simmons, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here's Anunoby. Launches a three. Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Lowry's shot is good.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Simmons inside. Siakam's there.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Drills the three-pointer.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Fred VanVleet picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now here's VanVleet. He has 5.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Philadelphia also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Now, here's Gasol. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lowry. A 3-ball. And that one is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Boucher. Passes it to Gasol. Outside, Davis. Back to Gasol. And Embiid with the block. They recover it. And stolen by Scott. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Now here's Gasol. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Fast break, Toronto. Davis has got the ball. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Now, here's Burks. Fires for 3. Scott can't get it to go. Fast break, Toronto. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Davis to the right side. With 2 seconds left, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. 76ers on top, up 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Korkmaz, Mike Scott out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Burks in at the point. Powell, the pass to Boucher, and stolen by Scott. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Philadelphia leading by 5. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that interior presence of Embiid. Guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis. To the paint. It's deflected. Embiid with the steal. Here's Milton. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis. Milton finds Embiid. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. Raptors on defense. 7-point differential. Inside, here's Milton, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He had a nice open look right there. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Lowry has the open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Cans it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 8.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Burks the pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserves the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Loads it up there for Siakam. An emphatic LU jam.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the...
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Robinson for 3. Out to Harris. Robinson passes to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Throws it up high. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Lowry's got it back down to single digits for Toronto.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Richardson the pass to Thibault. Back to Richardson. And here's Harris from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Ben Simmons. Had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points and
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape.
was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
The 76ers leading by 14. They get a hand on it. Simmons dishes to Harris. The tray. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Siakam. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
A good shooter who can operate at different speed. Love when Fred is knocking down that mid-range jumper.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside, Simmons. He gets it in there. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Simmons inside, defended by Gasol. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
Davis with it, outguarded by Simmons. Left side, Davis. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Defense is right there. Davis gets to Gasol. Pocket 2. Good work there as it goes. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Gasol passes to Powell. This one for 3. Gasol looking around. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been kept down to 11, and the bucket from Powell.
The capacity at 7-1 to just survey the floor. You're not going to impede Gasol's vision.
And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. Powell with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And here's Davis for 3. Simmons pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 11.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Boucher kicks to Davis. Down low, there's Hollis Jefferson. Can't connect from short range. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And Gasol now top of the key. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. And stolen by Simmons. Unhindered, going all the way. And Davis sends it back. 3-on-3. Boucher kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Davis, 6 to shoot. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Now here's Simmons. Boucher defending, and the basket is good. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Powell with it. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Alec Burks is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz at the 3-slot. Lobs it up for Lowry. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now Philadelphia on the break. Burks leading the charge. And here's Embiid. That one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 16.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Anunoby passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Burks kicks to Korkmaz. Here's Thybulle. Nailed from three-point land.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Here's Korkmaz. No good from outside.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And Siakam throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Korkmaz. No good on the shot. So the Raptors will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers leading by 11. Burks, the pass to Korkmaz. Embiid against Lowry. Embiid kicks to Horford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers again can't hit it. Siakam passes to Lowry. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Josh Richardson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Toronto.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
And he sinks the second. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Ibaka. Van Vliet outside. Ibaka with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 10. It's good from long range.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Oh, that was something else.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Back to Lowry, and Lowry gets double teamed, and they pick up 2. Lowry's got 9 points in the quarter.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
And Simmons kicks to Milton. Knocked loose. But tried by Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 18 points just in the second half.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
It is so hard to stay in front of a guy like Kyle Lowry because he is so quick laterally with the ball.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Richardson outside. There's the pass to Simmons. Now here's Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Richardson finds Milton. And it falls over the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the 76ers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Richardson. And Raul Neto subbed in for Simmons. Here's Neto, who's guarded by Davis. Launches it. Neto can't get it to go. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time.
Your top play of the week. And if you want your highlights to be featured in a future episode, then submit them to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Those were some sweet blocks. Want to boost your defense?
And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G. A great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Irving drives in. No good that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dinwiddie outside. LeVert. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. And the rejection by Embiid.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Here's Richardson. The layup off target. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Horford. Simmons against Allen, and Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Pass to Irving. For 3, Durant. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simmons inside. Covered by Irving.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Durant kicks to Irving. Puts up a 3. But they get it back. Nets passing it around. Second chance shot. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Irving. Here's Simmons. Oh, look at him fly!
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Richardson attacking, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
Although he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on him.
Dinwiddie finds Prince. KD's shot is good.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 on the clock. Prince's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Embiid inside. He's against Jordan. And Embiid throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. They shoot again, and the layup is good.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Dinwiddie with the steal. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Can't cash in from close range.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Simmons, and he converts the layup. Simmons got 16 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Embiid with it. And Embiid throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Irving.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Milton. Jordan against Embiid from deep. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 12. Poke loose. Here's Korkmaz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And that one drops for him. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. Al Horford is checked in for Embiid. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Prince. Irving drives in. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Love how Irving mixes it up. Outside, inside. He's effective at playing to his strengths.
Here's Burks. And he uses the glass on the layup. Burks has got his first bucket in this one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That's good from Scott. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Scott.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
Irving with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Irving, good.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
There's the double team with Allen to the middle. Here's Harris. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nets passing it around. And the pass to Lowry. Shoots the 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The 76ers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for your 76ers.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Then for the Nets, Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
LeVert with the wide open look. Off target from outside. Philadelphia leading by 15. Harris drives in. The putback, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Harris, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to do it.
And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Burks. Here's Horford. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Burks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Prince is checked in. To the paint. And it's Allen with the jam.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
A nice shot by Simmons.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Simmons. A rebound by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
And his teammates love this. When Allen is aggressive, trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. And it's Jake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jordan's checked in. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Simmons. Prince with the defensive effort. And stolen by Horford. Pass to Korkmaz. Oh!
Veteran instincts there. Horford does a great job of sniffing out when they go after steal.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Embiid. Pass to Korkmaz. Oh, the lob, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And how about the use of that final?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points and 2 rebounds and a little ridiculous. And that does it for our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
KD, that's for two. He kicks to Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 9 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's Simmons.
When KD sizes you up on defense and has a read on what you want to do, then often your best bet is to pass it off to someone else on your team.
Here's Simmons. That shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's Simmons. Yep, it counts. Simmons got 24 points.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Down low and stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And it's sent back by KD. Dinwiddie with it, and it's Horford picking him up, and then Durant with the jam.
Remarkable strength on the alley-oop. Durant, he's taking no credit.
And the call, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nets passing it around. KD passes to LeVert from the arc. They get the rebound. Here's Jordan. Doesn't go for him. The 76ers leading by 16. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to and get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And it's blocked by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Jordan, high post. In the corner, Irving with it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Richardson the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Right side Irving. Dinwiddie outside. It's Durant on the wing. Jordan against Embiid. Jordan the pass to Durant. Second shot opportunity. Jordan can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
For Philadelphia, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Wow, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid. It's just awesome. And this guy likes to have fun on and off the court. Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And that one falls for Prince. Burks against Irving. Goes up off the inbound. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford looks so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. KD's shot is good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn with the ball. Inside. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Burks on the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Prince, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Pass to Embiid. Poked away. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Then for the Nets, Karis LeVert's checked in for Prince, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Count it.
Oh, look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Thybulle kicks to Milton. Here's Embiid. The rebound by the Nets.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
And KD throws it down.
You got to enjoy watching Durant finish strong. A ferocious competitor who's always looking to jam it when he has room to.
Here's Embiid. The shot from the low post is good. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Embiid with the steal. Now here's Thybulle. LeVert defending.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And Durant gets double teamed. It's LeVert on the wing. Out to KD. Allen trying to break free. And it's Durant missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Horford. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Nets. Goes back up. Allen with the rebound. Embiid with the steal. And he banks in the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Feeds it to Dinwiddie. Over Thibault. And on the way from Irving for three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Horford. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They want Horford touching the ball in the paint as much as possible. That's how confident they are in his skill to score on the interior.
Here's Durant. Another shot. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Embiid. Horford with it. He's picked up by KD. Horford. Kept alive. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Now look, it's never easy to stop Horford. I mean, mainly because he's so strong and able to shrug off the D.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Free throw, good, Irving. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. Robinson's checked in for Korkmaz. And Raul Neto's subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. Garrett Temple is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Crawford in for Dinwiddie.
Oh, wow! Nice! Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Crawford's shot is good.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Jordan. Unloads. Here's Kurucs.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Johnson dishes to Jordan. Here's Kurucs. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Jordan.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Robinson. The rebound by the Nets. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Temple. And there's the pass to Kurucs. Here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. An easy 2 points on the layup.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Neto, the pass to Burks. Back to Neto. Out left to the wing. Robinson for 3. Robinson missing again. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.
your defense, Mobile One has you covered. Get a defensive edge with a 50-game My Player boost. Unlock yours when you buy participating Mobile One motor oils at Walmart through December 31st.
Well, you're going to need your best block aim to beat.
The bustling financial we are.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. So the Nets starting five. Durant plays the four with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the three spot.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Van Vliet, here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Ibaka. It's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. It's good.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. He feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Now here is Ibaka. Van Vliet left side. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Durant wide open. He fires. The wing jumper off target.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Stolen by Durant. Here's Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Allen's got 6 points.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
And good that time.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to LeVert. Nets passing it around. And on the way from Irving for three. The offensive rebound. Count the basket. 8 points for him.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Anunoby and the powerful one-handed slam.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now, here's Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. Three-pointer. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
LeVert against Van Vliet. They get it back. Outside for Lowry. Anunoby in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get open is Ibaka.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
the refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And
there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan comes in for Allen. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. A nice shot by Irving.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
To the paint. Gasol against Jordan. A nice shot by Gasol. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here now is Dinwiddie. And it's good, 2 points. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jared Allen has been on display. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the two-guard spot.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors leading by 5. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. From 6 feet. And the bank shot is good. It's the Nets now. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Nets passing it around. Boucher with the steal. To the inside. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
They need this. Jordan can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Baca comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Lowry. Outside for Davis. They get it back. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Here's LeVert following the basket by Fred VanVleet.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And guys, Karis LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Nets trail by 19. Here's Irving, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Lowry, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Lowry looking around. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good action during the period. And that'll do.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Toronto leading by 19. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor. Fire on that throwdown.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Siakam left side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Siakam's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Durant on the wing. LeVert with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Allen, that's good.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Siakam on the foul. And the Raptors lead by 19.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Lowry finds Siakam up high to stuff the alley-oop. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Brooklyn, Prince is checked in for Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for LeVert. Prince against Anunoby. Ibaka for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Ibaka's got 7 points.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Marcus Gasol is checked in for the Raptors. Andre Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Luwawu.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's Boucher. Now the pass to Powell. Gasol on the high post. He's against Allen. And the shot is good. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Durant kicks to LeVert. Here's Allen outside for Durant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's KD. Stolen by Van Vliet. Now the Raptors moving it up, and that's an intentional foul. Lowry is checked in for Durant. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Lowry drives in. Yep, that one goes. Lowry's got 12.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Jordan kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Gasol with the defensive effort. And so it's Toronto having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Tyler Johnson, and it's Caruge in at the three. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Jordan's shot is off.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson, a terrific athlete who actually thrives in transition.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. From deep, Prince. Let's keep it alive. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. He's looking for Prince and finds him. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Passes to McCaw, and Rodions Kurucs picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Baca comes in for Marc Gasol. And Anunoby subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Nets. That one, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Luwawu, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Ibaka, and the layup falls. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different you better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Left side, Thomas. Back to Powell. Pass to Boucher. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Boucher kicks to Thomas. Boucher with the ball. He's against Allen. Boucher's shot is off. Pass to Allen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
To the middle. In the corner, it's Temple. Johnson outside. Allen finds Crawford. The three-pointer, no good. 23 seconds left in the fourth. The pass to McCaw. Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Johnson. Takes a three. Thomas, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so Toronto takes this one. But thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
beat our 2K TV challenge, and this year it's 3v3 versus our 2K21 cover athletes. That's right, it's all-time Damian Lillard, all-time Zion Williamson, and all-time Kobe Bryant.
And don't forget, it's all on Hall of Fame difficulty.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An overhead look at downtown. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Back to Lowry. Harris against Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Down low. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now here is Ibaka, and stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Siakam against Horford. Siakam passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Simmons, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors miss again. Now the 76ers with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Rebound by the Raptors.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Van Vliet, and the Raptors miss again. Richardson kicks to Simmons. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
But Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those two things have been critical to his growth.
Back to Simmons, inside, Embiid.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And stolen by Scott. In the corner, Simmons with it. Passes it to Embiid. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And some changes here for the 76ers. And Robinson III comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. The Raptors also with a sub. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
The 76ers leading by 13. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Embiid. Robinson with it. Embiid trying to break loose. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Embiid.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Powell, that's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Burks dishes to Embiid. To the paint. It's deflected. Powell with the steal. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Powell, the pass to Gasol. That's tipped. And here's Embiid. He's got 9. Pass to Korkmaz. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points up at the end. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. There's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the Raptors pick up 2. Robinson, that's good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Raptors trail by 13 and stolen by Horford. Pass to Burks. Back to Horford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Burks, the pass to Horford. And no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball. Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Alec Burks. Here's Horford. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Passes it to Anunoby. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Lowry.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's stolen by Lowry. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. Siakam passes to Anunoby. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know this. A guy at Lowry's size has simply got to be able to make the floater. That's a big-time delivery.
Here's Simmons, and he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Simmons. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. Back to Korkmaz. The pass to Embiid. Over Ibaka. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 7. Lobs it up for Lowry. And stolen by Thibault. One-on-one fast break. Offensive rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Ibaka. Van Vliet with it. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Richardson attacking.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Lowry passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Richardson, no luck. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Burks in for Richardson. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Marc Gasol.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
Knocks it loose. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So that'll be it for the... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting, Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a
hammering it in.
Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
And stolen by Simmons. Knocked away. Kicks it out to Richardson. Ibaka against Simmons. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. The Raptors also with a sub. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anunoby.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Outside for Lowry. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Left side Ibaka. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Burks in for Simmons. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Scott the pass to Horford. Over Gasol. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Raptors trail by 7. High post, Davis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Boucher. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Milton kicks to Burks. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, if you see Burks with a lane to the rim, he's going to flush it with power.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Powell. He dishes it to Gasol. Down low. Anunoby. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back from outside the arc. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Powell.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Burks the pass to Horford and finished off by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Milton. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you love to see OG Anunoby be engaged on the offensive end. Boy, being rewarded for looking for his shot.
Here's Milton. No good there. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. And his big game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Davis in at the point guard. Korkmaz passes to Embiid, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Out to the right wing. Anunoby finds Powell. Here's Anunoby to tie it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And it's tied up with that one. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Gasol with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And here we go with Horford running up the court. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Here's Powell. Does not score for only the 2nd time in 7 shots this game. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter, and obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Davis. Richardson attacking. Here's Embiid, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Embiid with the steal. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, a great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And that one's good, Simmons.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And the dunk by Powell.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Lowry against Simmons. Lowry kicks to Powell. Ibaka, the pass to Powell. Siakam outside. Yes! And the foul. That one on Horford.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. Throw good, Siakam.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Knocked loose. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Right wing. VanVleet looking around. Siakam outside. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Floats it up there for Siakam.
Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
The 76ers trail. Here's Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Simmons got 41.
Yeah, just great whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that. What a killer instinct.
Here's Anunoby. And the three off target. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Siakam kicks the line. To the wing right side. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Fred VanVleet does this consistently. Big-time moment. He's ready to meet it, guys.
And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Siakam kicks to VanVleet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Anunoby. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Misses the three. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
On the inbound, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Off the mark. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what happened.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For great.
Champ 2K, let's see how you do. The 2K TV Challenge is back, and this year...
There below is Barclays Center. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
KD's shot is good.
Can't allow that kind of positioning, especially for a guy like Durant. So effective with his length inside.
Up and in on the layup. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Allen after Ben Simmons' miss, and it's good for 2.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Here's Simmons. The 7-footer falls.
He pounces on a chance when the D falls asleep. Easy 2.
The Nets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Irving. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Simmons passes to Richardson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Simmons with it, guarded now by Durant. And Simmons kicks to Horford. Embiid inside. KD's on him. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And then Allen slams it in.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
No good from Simmons.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to set the shots.
It's stolen by Harris. And now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
To the inside. Here's Allen. And it's sent back by Horford. Outside, Simmons. Horford high post. Pass to Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
Allen finds Dinwiddie. That one good for 2.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Jordan. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. KD on the wing. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Left side, Horford. Over Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
I love how Horford has changed his game over time. I mean, now a floor spacing big who also brings leadership to the locker room.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Durant. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Alec Burks subbed in for Richardson. Here's Jordan. Prince outside. On the wing, Harris. Here's Jordan. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set it.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here, you want to make an impact.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Alec Burks is out there with Korkmaz. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Burks. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And this game is tied up now.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Burks dishes to Horford. Inside. Here's Korkmaz. It's blocked. Here's Luwawu. Guarded by Robinson. Jordan the pass to Harris. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Burks. Here's Dinwiddie. Down low. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And with his struggles at the line, you need to hack down DeAndre. Can't let him get the shot off there.
So for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. Karis LeVert comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. Shake Milton comes in for Robinson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And he makes that one. Irving's got 10 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Nets leading by 7.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways. Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
A nice shot by KD.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
2 minutes.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ben Simmons.
And at 6'10" Simmons, I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Bangs home the trifecta.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Pass to Thybulle. And here is Milton. The pass to Embiid. In the corner, Simmons with it. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out. Back to Embiid. Pass to Milton. Over Durant. A shot by Milton, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The 76ers trail by 7. Harris passes to Milton. Simmons against Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. And the 76ers also making a change. Richardson, he's checked in for Shake Milton. LeVert finds Allen. Back to LeVert. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Harris. 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Got a piece of it. Stolen by LeVert. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Durant. Passes to Irving. It's Allen, top of the key. Left side, Irving. Outside for KD. To the inside. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Jordan with it. It'll count. The shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team... Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. That one drops for him. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Irving does a solid job maintaining his balance, even with the D being all over him. Impressive athleticism.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Embiid.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Irving against Horford. Durant wide open. He fires. And staying with the play, Allen. And the Nets lead by 5.
a superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point lead. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Harris drives in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Jarrett Allen, and it's Prince in for Durant. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Here's Harris. It doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got his third assist on the night.
Oh, look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Now here is Harris. Over to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. Irving with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. Took some time to adjust to playing in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yeah, Gio, you knew that a hard worker like Richardson would find his role. I mean, the guy is so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. He brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the 76ers, Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Scott. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. Here's Milton, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Thybulle. And the basket by Horford.
Though he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on.
Here's Jordan. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, they like to redo that pass. Bad way to lose a possession.
Burks, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. To the middle. And the dunk by Horford.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And plenty of contact on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Horford. He's got 6.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
The drive by Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Trying to get open as Burks. Here's Robinson. Tries again. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Simmons on the wing. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Feeds to Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
In the corner, Irving with it. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Jordan. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Nets leading by 6. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Alec Burks is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. The 76ers shooting in this game 45%. And he dunks it down.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 4. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Harris. Stolen by O'Quinn, and Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 22.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
And it's Simmons penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Allen passes to LeVert. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And then Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Irving passes to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. And Intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Joe Harris. Then for the 76ers, Al Horford is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Richardson in for Alec Burks. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
76ers ball.
Stolen by LeVert. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen.
And his teammates love this. When Allen is aggressive trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Pass to Horford. Back to Richardson. To take the lead. It's stolen by Allen. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons inside. LeVert defending. That one's not going to go. KD dishes to Allen. Durant. Allen with it. Now defended by Embiid. Dinwiddie's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz, and Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Richardson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Count it.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more height than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
But blocked by Simmons.
Becoming more and more of the leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possessions.
Embiid with the steal to take the lead, and he sinks the layup. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Takes it from 10, and that one hits back iron. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Robinson drives in. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Allen. And the Nets with possession here. Second chance shot. Good D by Embiid. Now Harris. The pass to Simmons. Kicks it to Horford. Back to Simmons. Now here is Harris. The 76ers with another miss. Right side, Irving. Yes!
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
Can't afford any wasted possessions
down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the paint. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
So that'll be a 5-second call. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
76ers ball.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Off target with that shot. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our